Welcome to the spoken tutorial on installation of Drupal. In this tutorial, we will learn to download and install Drupal on Ubuntu Linux and Windows operating systems. For this tutorial, you will need a working internet connection to install the latest version from the web, or you may be provided with the required local files. You should also have a machine installed with either Ubuntu Linux or Windows operating system. To follow this tutorial, you should be familiar with either of the mentioned operating systems. There are many ways to install Drupal. For this tutorial, I will use Bitnami Drupal stack as this is a very simple installation method. Let's open our preferred web browser and go to the URL shown. Scroll down and check installers for Windows and Linux operating systems. You have to choose the installer as per your operating system. As I am a Linux user, I will choose the Linux installer. If you are a Windows user, choose the Drupal installer for Windows. Here we can see all the different versions of Drupal. If you are unsure about which version to download, you can download the recommended version. At the time of this recording, Drupal 8.1.3 is the recommended version. It could be different when you try. Click on the download button at the right hand side. A pop-up window appears prompting us to create an account in Bitnami website. For now, click on No Thanks. Immediately, it will start downloading the installer. Click on OK button to save the file. The following installation steps are same for the Windows and Linux OS. If you have been provided with the Bitnami installer files, use one of that instead of downloading. Open your Downloads folder where the installer file has been downloaded. To run this installer file, we should have admin access. If you are a Windows user, right-click on the installer file and then select Run as Administrator option. If you are a Linux user, right-click on the installer file and select Properties. Then click on Permissions tab and click on the checkbox of Allow Executing File as Program option. Click on Close button to close this window. Now double-click on the installer file. The installation starts now. Click on the Next button. Here we can select the components that we want to install. Click on each component and read the detailed information about them first. I prefer to have all the components selected. Click on Next button. In this window, we have to choose the folder where we want to install Drupal. I will choose my home folder. In Windows, it will be installed by default in C: or the main drive. Click on Next button. Now we have to create a Drupal admin account. I will type the real name as Priya. This name will be displayed in the application. Please type your own name here. In the email address field, I will type priyaspoken@gmail.com. Please use your own valid email address. Next, we have to give our preferred username and password for the administrator. In login username, I will type admin. In password, I will type a password. Retype the password for confirmation. You can type any login name and password as per your choice. Click on the Next button. In Linux, the default listening port for Apache is 8080 and for MySQL it is 3306. In Windows, it is 80 and 3306. If those ports are already in use by other applications, it will prompt for alternate ports to use. I have already installed MySQL on my machine, so it prompts for an alternate port. I will give 3307. Click on the Next button. Now we have to give a name to our Drupal site. I will type the name as Drupal 8. You can give any name as per your choice. Click on the Next button. Here it asks us for Bitnami cloud hosting. For now, I do not want this. So click on the checkbox to deselect it. Then click on the Next button. Now Drupal is ready to be installed. Click on the Next button. It could take several minutes to complete the installation. Once the installation is finished, make sure the Launch Bitnami Drupal stack is checked. Then click on the Finish button. Bitnami Drupal stack control window opens up automatically. Click on Manage Servers tab to see all the running services. Here we can see that MySQL database and Apache web server are running now. Note that to work on Drupal we need a database such as MySQL, PostgreSQL and Oracle, and a web server such as Apache or Nginx. By default, Bitnami Drupal stack comes with MySQL database and Apache web server. Let's switch back to the control window. We can start, stop and restart the services by clicking on the appropriate buttons. Let's click on the Welcome tab. To start Drupal, click on Go to Application button on the right-hand side. The browser opens up automatically with the Bitnami page. Now click on Access Drupal link. We are redirected to our Drupal website. Notice that the website name is Drupal 8. To log in to the website, click on Login link at the top right corner. Let's type our username and password which we created earlier. Now click on the Login button. In the address bar, we can see the web address of our website localhost:8080/Drupal/user/1. In the next tutorial, we will learn what is user1. Instead of this localhost, it may show you 127.0.0.1 based on your system configuration. Next time onwards, we can access Drupal using the web address localhost:8080/Drupal or localhost/Drupal if Apache is listening on port 80. Next, let's see how to access the Bitnami Drupal stack control window. If you are a Linux user, please follow these steps. Switch to File Browser. Then in the left sidebar, click on Home under Places. Now double-click on Drupal 8.1.3-0 folder from the list. Here you can find the manager-linux-x64.run file. Double-click on it to open. If you are a Windows user, go to Start menu, All Programs, Bitnami Drupal Stack, Bitnami Drupal Stack Manager tool. Bitnami Drupal Stack control window will be open. Every time when you open Drupal, please check whether all the servers are running. With this, we come to the end of this tutorial. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we have learnt about installation of Drupal on Ubuntu Linux and Windows operating systems. The video at the following link summarizes the Spoken Tutorial project. Please download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial project team conducts workshops and gives certificates to those who pass online tests. For more details, please write to us. Spoken Tutorial project is funded by NMEICT, Ministry of Human Resource Development and NVLI, Ministry of Culture, Government of India. This is Priya from IIT Bombay. Thanks for joining.